Okay, welcome back to the First and Gold podcast. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today, we have a special video for you guys. As you can see, my brother Max is back.
Yep, back, better than ever.
We got another tier list to do, another head-to-head draft.
Yep, back for the holiday, but more importantly, back for this podcast. And
yes, that's the sole reason.
Yeah, I paid $500 to fly up to only do this podcast, and I'll be leaving tomorrow morning before Thanksgiving dinner.
A bumpy United flight just to rank cranberry sauce.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's happening.
Okay, so if you guys can see here, we got last time we did head-to-head city battle. So now we're gonna do something more themed to what time it is of the year right now, which is Thanksgiving. So Max, I'll let you have the first pick. You got anything here? We're gonna let's do 5 each. I think that's good.
Yeah, that should work.
All right. So what's your 1-1?
So I think when you think of Thanksgiving, there's really, you have this food all year round, but there's one time where people get together and it's all through the grocery stores. You got to figure out what weight you got to buy this at. You got to figure out how you're going to do it. Now it's up for debate how you cook this food, but in our family, I think we've only really done roast turkey or maybe smoked turkey. I think I'm going to go with roast turkey as the number one. I know there's preferences, but like I said, we haven't really had a difference of turkey before. But roast turkey, again, iconic Thanksgiving food. It's my 1-1 always. So
yeah, I mean that turkey's off the board because that's the only way we did it. So
yeah, turkey's off the board.
I mean, I am actually happy you picked turkey because if I had the choice to pick a different meat to be the Thanksgiving meat, it would 100% not be turkey.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's not like everyone's favorite meat to have, but I feel like it's so iconic to Thanksgiving. And the one time you're going to have it out of the year is going to be Thanksgiving. Obviously, you have the turkey sandwiches and stuff like that, but roast turkey.
Yeah, I just think it's a little dry sometimes. Like, regardless of who's making it, it can be a great turkey. I just still will always think it needs gravy. The taste is just not as good as, like, chicken or ham. So, I'm fine with you picking that. I think leftover turkey is not as good as some of these other sides that are leftovers. So, with that being said, I'm very happy I get this first pick. Let me just locate it. There it is. Okay. I'm very happy to pick stuffing with my first pick.
Yeah, I don't like stuffing.
Overall, you don't like stuffing?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite thing on Thanksgiving, obviously. So
I mean, stuffing. I didn't like stuffing because I thought it looked disgusting. For literally up until I think post-COVID is the first time I tried stuffing again, and I was like, "What the hell am I thinking? This is one of the best." I have stuffing all year round now. I have stuffing like once a month. So I mean, they have sausage stuffing on this list. Which, shout out Dwayne, one of our family members. He makes a great sausage stuffing.
Okay.
And then my mom makes an amazing stuffing as well. So, definitely something I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So, it's great leftovers, just so many flavors. And, yeah, I'm happy I have it number one. So
yeah, I mean, it probably would have been drafted by me if it stayed on the board, but it's not my 1-1 for sure. All right, I guess the next one, I was kind of tossing up if I should go maybe a sweeter side or I should stick with maybe the traditional dinner foods. However, I would really be upset if this dessert was gone before I picked it, and I'm gonna have to go with apple pie.
No.
I am a big apple pie fan. I don't care if it's Thanksgiving, it's November 15th on a Tuesday morning. I will eat apple pie at any point in time, and it holds up just as well on Thanksgiving. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a dairy break, but when I was eating ice cream and stuff, ice cream apple pie was always a good combination. I think there are other pies that are more iconic to Thanksgiving that are on this list, but apple pie is my easy number 1 dessert, and it's one of my favorite desserts maybe of all time. So
that's heartbreaking because ice cream's not on here, which makes sense because it's not everybody has ice cream all the time, so it's not really Thanksgiving food. So my next up 100% would have been apple pie, and that would have been my second pick. And now I don't even feel like picking any desserts because fuck that.
That's
so
fine.
Man,
don't.
Don't. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just gotta. We live in a post Max picking apple pie world now, so I just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll go with a pretty obvious one. Not for you. You said you weren't going to pick this most likely, but I'm gonna go mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Another one of those, kind of like apple pie, where you have it, people have it all the time.
It's diverse.
And I don't know how recently mac and cheese really became a Thanksgiving food, but
Yeah.
I mean, it really is a staple, even though it's a pretty generic, popular food in general. But look, I mean, it's mac and cheese. How can you go wrong? There's so many different ways you can make a mac and cheese. Actually, our mom just started making mac and cheese last year, and it was great. So, you know, we have hopefully many Thanksgivings to look forward to now of mac and cheese. We were not a mac and cheese family lately, before last year, so. But look, I mean, people taking pictures of their plates and just seeing the mac and cheese on it, like that mac and cheese and stuffing really makes up if you're not a big turkey fan. And I think just those two sides together, the saltiness, it's perfect. So
Yeah.
that's my number 2.
I mean, again, I like mac and cheese. I don't always see it as a Thanksgiving thing. And also, like I said, with the dairy, you know, it's not going to go over well tomorrow.
Don't let the dairy.
Yeah, I'll take the lactate pill tomorrow.
Just
to have
go
some
taste.
Mac and cheese. Yeah. So the next one, this is kind of tough because now it gets into the stuff where it's like, we don't always have a lot of these things, but there's a couple on there that are good, but they're not great Thanksgiving things. You know, I'm going to take a chance and go with another sweet item, not a dessert.
Don't do it.
But I am going to go with sweet potato. I am going to go with the sweet potato. Does that mean we're also going to take
the sweet potato or the sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows?
So for me, I'd actually just rather go sweet potato. So if you would like to keep the other one, you can, and I think that's the direction we're going.
Yes.
You might as well take it if you want.
Well, you're probably not going to pick it now, right?
No, so you can wait, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to wait.
Yeah, sweet potato is another thing that I personally all year round I love having, especially sweet potato fries. It's a very diverse food. But also I feel like even though it's a sweeter food, it's still kind of like salty enough where you can kind of like tease it a little bit and be like, all right, I don't have to, I can still go overload on the desserts later, even if I have the sweet potato. So it's definitely a great pick. It's a classic Thanksgiving. Not a lot of people love it all the time, but I love the good old-fashioned sweet potato. Not Thanksgiving, but I will say, I don't think you've been to a Texas Roadhouse.
No.
But Texas Roadhouse has one of the best sweet potatoes, especially if you load it up. That's with the marshmallows.
Interesting.
One of my favorite things.
Really? They have the marshmallow sweet potato.
Yeah, you can load it up with the marshmallows.
You've picked ones, 2 out of 3 of your picks I'm happy you chose, because it leaves some other ones on the board for me. Just have to go asparagus. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say what? Yeah, well, so the mashed potatoes is a great pick. I really do enjoy mashed potatoes. It's just the sweet potato has a little bit of a place in my heart, and mashed potatoes probably would have come later in the draft for me. But yeah,
more like a backup center.
Yeah, it would have been a backup. Maybe when sweet potato taps out, you throw a little mashed potatoes on your plate, and you're like, all right, come on.
To me, it's like a right guard. Just run the ball.
Yeah,
if you want to just run the ball, eat mashed potatoes.
Put it up the right guard.
Play it
test.
safe. Yeah.
All right. So I feel like I do need to pick some sort of something that's healthy. I feel like I have a very
You don't have to.
unhealthy. Yeah, but I'm thinking to myself, you know what? There is one vegetable that's not really a Thanksgiving staple that I do enjoy having. If it's out on the plate, I'm gonna have it, and it's gonna be the corn on the cob. I'm a big corn on the cob guy. I like corn in general.
Are you?
Yeah.
Big corn on the cob guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
A big enthusiast.
Yeah, very enthusiastic about the corn. Picking myself in my backyard.
Oh shit.
No, you can't grow that in Florida. But corn on the cob is a great dish. Again, I don't think it's a staple for Thanksgiving from what I understand. I think there's probably like other vegetables on this list that are more Thanksgiving-esque, but definitely love corn on the cob for sure.
Okay. I mean, once again, I'm just happy you picked it. You're just leaving me a great, delicious plate I'm making for myself right now.
We'll let the viewers decide.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you do have turkey and apple pie, which is crazy. But all right, I'm thinking about now. If I only had the choice to make a plate of those 5 items, would I be satisfied? And so far, absolutely. But I'm missing a pretty obvious one, and I need a meat. I have to have a meat. You took turkey already. We don't really have this on Thanksgiving, but in a heartbeat, if it was my choice, I would swap these meats to be the main one. So I'm going to pick ham.
All right, yeah.
I know it's like it's more Christmas, but I mean, ham is just flat out better than turkey, and nobody can argue me on that. I don't care. I think it's way better than turkey.
Ham for me is in the same ballpark as turkey when it comes to how I like it with just the general, you can even call them, I guess, deli meats almost. I thought roast turkey was better, but however, if ham was on the table for us in our family, I'd
like
probably
a
be
good
taking
slice
some ham
ham.
as well. So I definitely agree with that pick.
Yeah.
Something I also probably would have considered later in the rounds, but I already have the turkey, so I feel pretty satisfied with my picks.
All right, what's gonna round out the top? Oh, actually, let's put a couple in trash right now before we any choosers for trashed here?
Trash for sure. I want asparagus in. I think asparagus not only does it taste bad, although our mom does make a very good asparagus.
It's just sometimes you can't help it if a food tastes bad.
You guys know when you go to the bathroom afterwards after asparagus. I mean,
Yeah, you know what
God,
it smells like.
like what are you doing in there? But yeah, so
What
yeah.
are you doing?
I would say another one that I would probably also put is like peas and like green beans. Like I know we're just knocking out all the vegetables, but
It's Thanksgiving. This is not the time to worry about our health.
I also see
Wait, actually, 1 second. Let's add a shout out row just for ones that we're not gonna pick but aren't trash.
okay.
Because we've had these videos in the past where we just stick everything we don't draft in trash and people get mad. So we'll do quick shout outs here, but yeah, go ahead with the trash tier.
The only other trash I would off the top, actually two that I would say off the top of my head is the fried oyster mushrooms and the deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are
Deviled
just
eggs are
just
disgusting.
trash.
Those are one of the worst things I've ever
God.
tasted. They smell
they
bad.
suck. I don't know, like if you
Devil
like.
in the name. It's not gonna be good.
I gotta be honest. If you like deviled eggs, I do not want to be associated with you. Not to get political, but you probably voted for a third party candidate if you had deviled eggs. So
Big
there's
Andrew
that.
Yang fan. I'm gonna raise my hand to put butternut squash in trash.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't mind it, but we don't really have it, so
It's terrible. I can't do it.
I will say, well, we should probably wait for shout outs after we pick our fifth.
Yeah.
Because there might be one that we shout out and you're like, oh, wait, I could have taken that. Although I do want to say that the other one that we were talking about a little bit before was we don't really know what booty noodles are. So
Yeah, shout out Booty Noodles.
so
We'll just shout 'em
We'll
out.
just shout them out because there's going to be someone in Nebraska that's like, oh, booty noodles are a thing that we like here. And I'm like, all right.
It's
so.
not a Nebraskan
Oh,
accent.
okay. Well, that's in my mind. Everywhere outside of Jersey has a southern accent. So
Yeah, Washington State has
Yeah.
a southern accent.
and I live in Florida, and that's for sure not a fact. So,
All right. Okay.
but I guess we should probably go maybe right into the fifth.
Yeah, this is your last pick. You gotta have a good starting lineup here.
So I want to pick something that we pretty much only have on Thanksgiving, and it's maybe not everyone's favorite, but it's definitely something that I need to have every
I know
Thanksgiving.
what this is gonna be.
And it's got to be the cranberry sauce. It's got to be cranberry sauce. It's something that you don't have often. Another shout out that is not really Thanksgiving, but is part of the Thanksgiving offerings that Wawa has is the Wawa Thanksgiving sandwich has a great cranberry sauce. So if
Shout
you're-
out Wawa.
Yeah, so if you like Wawa, they have a good cranberry
right.
sauce there. But it's a staple for Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorites. I love cranberries. On the plane ride up, I had cranberry juice. So
Yes. Underrated berry.
yeah,
Good
very
taste.
underrated berry. Again, it's very seasonal to Thanksgiving. I feel like when you're having it in the sauce, but
Yeah.
you get what I'm putting down here. So
Okay. Well, I think it's time for a few shout outs. You gotta shout out Gravy.
Yeah, gotta shout out Gravy.
I am so sorry to everybody that we went 10 picks in and Gravy's not being picked. Probably that might be people's one.
yeah, that could be some people's one. The one thing about gravy is that because it's like a topping and I mean, you can argue cranberry sauce is just a sauce as well, but I'm not just like eating gravy out of the jar.
Here's
you know
my
what I'm
argument.
saying?
I think everything that we picked so far, except for turkey, is completely fine without gravy. I know it sounds bad. I know gravy tastes good.
Mashed potatoes, if you don't season it well, you need
Yes,
gravy.
if you don't season it
Yeah.
well. But if it's salty enough, I don't need gravy. I think the only thing that truly needs gravy every time is turkey for me.
You're not
So-
eating apple pie and gravy?
No, sometimes. All right. Shout out dinner rolls.
Yeah, see, that was the one I was thinking about, but you can have a dinner roll at any time,
Yeah.
any place, and it goes well with everything. So
Shout out dinner rolls. I'll shout out your two desserts that you didn't end up picking.
yeah, peach cobbler and pumpkin
pie.
pie. People are gonna probably be pretty pissed at Sam for not picking pumpkin pie, but
I don't like
I
anything pumpkin.
I like
I'm sorry.
pumpkin pie. I don't really like pumpkin flavored stuff, but I do like pumpkin pie.
All right, I think we're good with the shout outs. I'll be honest, I'm between two, and I've already made up my mind, but the two I was between is cornbread. I don't have a dessert yet. It's cornbread and the sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
And you know I am not a sweet potato guy.
No. Hates
364 days out of the year.
Yeah, hates it.
But for some reason, the sweet potato casserole that we have on Thanksgiving every year tastes great.
Yeah.
It must be the brown sugar. It's got to be the marshmallow. I don't know what it is. I could even just have the sweet potato part without the marshmallow, and it's fine. So this is kind of going against my taste buds most of the year, but yeah, shout out cornbread, and I'm going to have to actually pick sweet potato casserole. I kind of hinted at that when you picked sweet potato, but I think I got a great starting 5.
Obviously, it's a big pick for me. I think that's a great pick. I, again, prefer just the diversity of just having a plain old sweet potato with a little cinnamon on it. But the potato casserole is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably what we'll be having tomorrow as well. Yeah, Sam does hate the sweet potato. For those people who are listening,
No, don't like sweet potato fries. I don't like any of that.
the comparison is Sam to sweet potato is like how he hates the Las Vegas Raiders. Like, he does not like sweet potato.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't despise.
If they lose to the Raiders on Black Friday, Sam will most likely.
All right, I'll eat a pound of sweet potato.
Yeah,
Just plain sweet potato.
Yeah, Sam. This is what's gonna happen if the Raiders win, and this might be. I don't know when this is coming out yet, but when the Raiders win, Sam will be eating a pound of sweet potato, and this will be filmed live.
I'll be trying. You know how we did the ice cream taste test video? If the Raiders win, I will do a sweet potato fry taste test video.
Yeah, you'll have to do it. It's gonna be frozen sweet potato fries from the grocery store.
God, I don't want to do that. Why did I agree to that? And then let's just put sweet potato pie in trash.
Yeah.
Just to end the video on that note. But once again, just to go through it, Max's starting 5: roast turkey, apple pie, sweet potato, corn on the cob, and cranberry sauce. And then my starting 5: stuffing, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, ham, and sweet potato casserole.
Yeah, those are all great picks in my personal opinion. But let us know if we screwed up everywhere. If you guys are like, we don't do that in our family. You guys are idiots. Well, it's fine. You know, everyone does Thanksgiving in their own way, and we just want to make sure everyone has a happy Thanksgiving. So
yeah, and thankful for this podcast. Thankful for my brother.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a good time. Thankful for Al behind the camera.
Yeah, very thankful for Al.
Yeah, so thankful for you guys watching, especially supporting us. So comment down below, just like Max said. Let us know your opinions. Don't be too harsh on us. Look, we made a shout out tier this time.
No, I don't care. If you're gonna be harsh,
just be harsh on me. Take it out on me.
Take it out on
He's
Sam.
just here to visit.
Yeah,
but
my picks were completely right.
Yeah, I'm wrong every time. We all know that. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow us. Yeah, subscribe. Yeah, big subscribe button right there. And yeah, follow us at First and Gold on TikTok and Instagram. I'm Sam. This was Max. Another great video. Tierless head to head. We'll see you guys next video. Goodbye.